For the past 15 years, I've been an adoptive parent of 4 boys that were in foster care, and I've watched as they struggle in education and therapy. And this idea of school therapy integration has been developing in my mind. The social problem that I chose for this project is that of extreme behaviors in the classroom resulting from serious emotional disturbance. Emotional disturbance is a term that's used for qualifying a student to receive special education. It's used to describe a broad range of psychiatric diagnoses in children, many of which are a result of early childhood trauma. Extreme behaviors include externalized and internalized behavior, such as angry outbursts and temper tantrums past the age of developmental appropriateness, fighting or fleeing. Internalized behavior include the freeze and appease behaviors, falling asleep excessively, hiding under desks, or extreme anxiety. All these are states of dysregulation where the student is outside the window of tolerance. One thing that's been done for the safety of everyone involved is to put kids into self-contained classrooms. Separation into a self-contained class is never taken lightly because of the idea of in special education of least restrictive environment. And that's to help kids have a natural experience. But often kids with serious emotional disturbance find the regular classroom to be very restrictive because of the energy it takes for them to behave a certain way without getting their needs met. We have classrooms like this in elementary schools in the Boise School District, and they're called the Excel program. They have small class sizes, and are assisted by a behavioral specialist and paraeducators. I was also able to locate classes like this that have been subjects of ongoing research at the University of Kansas. One of the concerns with classes like this is, how do you put kids together in one class? Boise Schools has done this, and they've also had studies that I included in my paper that support the fact that kids with strong behaviors can be together without disrupting each other too much, as long as the relationships are strong between the teachers and the students. The idea of my study is to evaluate Boise Schools Excel classrooms in comparison to taking 2 of those classrooms and adapting them with the Reggio Emilia approach in this, the TeachTheraBridge that you see on the right. Reggio Emilia is a progressive developmental teaching style similar to Montessori and Waldorf, and it provides more structure in the physical environment and less structure and more flexibility with time. Kids with serious emotional disturbance often need time to process directions and comply with instructions. The style also actively encourages relational development with peers, teachers, and parents are invited to volunteer in the classroom. The thought is that these positive relationships that are developed help mitigate the effects of trauma. And the idea is that you heal relational trauma with positive relationships. The flexibility of the Reggio Emilia approach will allow students to fill gaps in their education. The idea of this class is not only to get kids through school safely, we also want to provide an early intervention for trauma. With the adapted classes, we're aiming for a therapeutic environment for the kids. The idea is to have the opportunity to integrate therapeutic activities into every day and into their curriculum to increase the therapeutic dosing from once a week to every day. Now, my hypothesis is that using the Reggio Emilia approach combined with parent involvement will increase daily student voluntary engagement with the curriculum, and this engagement will lead to greater gains on the CABA scale and greater academic gains compared to the current intervention. I found the CABA scale as I was researching similar programs out of the University of Kansas, and it provides a way to track some of these negative behaviors that we see with emotional disturbance. Ultimately, I hope that this study will lead to a way to elegantly intervene in the lives of children affected by early childhood trauma. I used my bachelor's capstone to refine the idea and build out the website that I've shared. And I've shared this website, TeachTheraBridge, around the district and with the Idaho State Board. And with this project and with the website, I'm very concerned that I communicate this idea with you in a way that your questions are answered. So I really want to hear your objections and questions, both on the paper in this presentation and on the website. And because I need to fill in the gaps that are missing so that this presentation can be heard and hopefully realized. Thank you.